Good night. This is the Cutting Edge, and I refer my next Wednesday. We're there again. Yes. You listen to, well, this is the first album that jump out for me that year, yeah. As maybe, possibly, could have been a nomination for the Grammy. The album is called From Havana to Kingston. And we want to hear up Bongo Herman and Sly and Robbie and all of the musicians them who venture to Cuba to make this album. Sweet album. We have a Luton Fire. Hey, I want big album. We want to hear up the people them in St. Martin, you know, yes. We want to big up Bushman and his wife, yeah. We want to hear up the ministress, I call her ministress of culture, female. Yes, I hear say when she go to program, she go there and so we shall say and leave immediately, and I see she sit down in the heat. I mean, I talk about the physical heat, place hot till the program done. So when I yell her up, I don't remember her name. When I yell up Clara, my long time friend from Jamaica, Lantoinette Stein's long time dancer. And when I'm a dancer, them too, yes. Why you look the chief of security? Why if you know yell him up next time we go to the airport, we are gonna have problem because as me step off of the plane, so the security was right at the plane door and escort me right out. May I tell you? And when I was coming forward, he was there again, escorting me right in until I reached my level of security now and tell me say, you have to search bag. It's a weird thing in a St. Martin, I never seen that before. Never. I mean, it's only Jamaican them do it too. And when I say only Jamaican, I sit down there and watch the other plane them take off. And it's only the Jamaican. The weirdest thing about it is that the plane come late from Trinidad. I never even know see if you have yellow card now for go to Trinidad because they have yellow fever over there. I never know that. When I reach a Jamaica, the people ask me if I have a yellow card. And I say, when I come from in Africa, I come from. Them say, no, Trinidad. I tell them, say, Trinidad, I come from neither. But, you know, St. Martin, I don't know if other immigration have it, but just as you're about to go outside, because St. Martin mash up, you know, St. Martin mash up, all the airport mash up, totally. So them have a makeshift kind of thing, lounge where them put the people them in. But you know, say, most of them Caribbean island now, you come off of the plane, rain off, shine off, sun or red you. You know, rain or shine. Rain or wet your sun about you have to walk right in. You understand? So when you go up on the plane, you have to walk outside, for climb up on the step for go about. Just as you're about to go outside, the people them bring them security for search everybody who go up on the plane. Individually, one by one. The plane come half hour late. Before them search you, before the plane come, them search you when them calling us and now we're boarding rows this and row that. And then take out everybody out of the line one by one. Get to know my search for. Money. Jamaican people who are not supposed to, well, everywhere, you're not supposed to travel with more than $10,000 per year. When you're going to America, you hear them say that too. But that one is strange to me. You know why it's strange to me? Because them ask you how much money you have per year. And when you tell them how much money, them say, make me see it. And them stand up in front of everybody will stand up in the line, they are watching. We are going to Jamaica. You don't know who they are watching, you know. You don't know which criminal stand up there watch if you say, wow, I so much money, man. I will call my brother to tell him to meet him on Rockford Road there when they drive. The man them stand up and say, how much money you have? I say, a man have about $7,000 upon him, you know. And the security take out the $7,000 and account every dollar in front of the people them. Me never seen nothing like that. What woman did she did a customer because she have fair money. Her boss, she said she did a work all long now and she go home with a little money and them want to try to take it from her. You have to have receipt. You have to have all sort of things for sure where you do with the money. Anyway, when it reached my time now, the man recognized me. The man who was searching back, them recognized me now. And him waved to me. But so by the time he don't wave to me, two other little presumptuous security over the other side call me. Ask me how much money me have for me. Me tell them how much money me have for me. The man said, make me see it. He said, I put up my little first and be sure of it. He said, all right, close it back. You sure you don't have no more wrap up underneath your clothes are in your bag? I say, watch out now, brethren. You want to come search me? Say, me come search me, man. The man, them, you know, say, anytime them search people, them not search, them carry one long distance. We are running at some bathroom around the corner. Me never see nothing like this yet. You know, me have trouble, me never see nothing like this. The man, them carrying one corner around so, round at the side so. So me I walk around and I go around there with him now. I put up my bag now and I say, yeah man, you can't search it, man. Him realizes we are going to work out. Every walk me walk, somebody stop me want to take picture. So I obviously never one nice who his brother you know. So when we go around there, me just I give them mic. Me say, all right, see that search. You want me lift up my clothes? You want me take off my pants and all them way there? And I say, no. Them want to search my locks. Because them see my locks bulge up out the sun out. Them I say, right, tell I want to pay $50,000 underneath them locks. I just drag off the turban when I have on and just show them. I'm a go through. But me never see nothing like that. Then you know, so the plane is like another hour. And you have people in the plane that sit down there waiting until them search every single somebody. You mean them not have no other way? I mean, it's not the search, but I mean, it's not the plane come late and them wait till you go up on the plane for search you. Just as you go outside now for go up on the plane, them start to search each individual person. Each individual person. St. Martin almost can do something different from that. I mean, search people them before the plane come. That them can't just have a little part of your search them and make them sit down. You search, you sit down, you search, you sit down. Rather than wait till everybody line up now for go to them seat, you have to tell them so you have to search them. It's madness. Someone want to yell up my brethren, new friend, chief of security. Him never out there when them do the search. That's not him never out there. Oh, give thanks. Nice that the people them come out. We get to see what we want to say. And we're going to go forward. Yeah, we're going to go forward. Yeah, cutting edge. How much people say this brethren from Mali who supposed to be an illegal person in France will climb up 3-story to save a little baby, a little toddler on the side of a building. I mean, them start calling him Spider-Man. Because when you look on the video and see how the youth are climb, 20-year-old, are climb the building, them, man. Him really look like a Spider-Man. And him save the baby and it's like him is a national hero. And he was illegal. And the Prime Minister called him to court and said, look, you know, why he's a hero, you know, you are. We're going to give you citizenship, you know, and also we're going to give you work in the fire department. You can't imagine all the family, they all Mali and hear all that, man. It means now I'm going to get a job in the fire department. And them hail him as a hero. This Mali, this brethren. I wonder when Trump hear that won't feel. Oh, serious. Because illegal here, this Trump problem. I wonder when Trump hear all and see all that man there, the black brother there, I climb the side of the building like Spider-Man, like something out of a Marvel comic. Serious things, like something out of a Marvel comic, man. Roll the bridge and I climb the side of the building. And him just drag out the little youth. The little youth, they look like about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months old. Believe you me. It's Marvel, it's a Marvel thing. Marvel, trust me. Okay, we're going to Montego Bay. Changa, changa. Now the people them go to wonder where this youth are saying, okay, me alone sound like all fool something the brethren I talk about. We want to break it down for the people. Let me see that bridge now. That bridge all I'm close make out banana bark. And also maybe coconut bark, leaf. But look at now. The bridge now we know other clothes but them kind of clothes there. Now when you see him, you could all look at him and wonder is what that. But me remember the times when Rastaman used to trad in a crocus bag and flower bag and slampata shoes. Me remember the time when Rastaman used to wear crocus bag pants, no shoes, no nothing on him head nor him foot. And we come through with a Virginia culturally and manifest a certain cultural perspective where, trust me, if certain people see that Virginia, you see that thing on some posters in Europe unbelievable. Anyway, changa, you say you make a shoes for me, you know. I still look for it. Yes. Because I know say if you make a shoes, you know, go in a store for that. You just go in at the bush and get some trash and just wrap. Yes. So we love it. We love how the brethren have flexed from them time till now. From them time till now, him still there. The brethren serious to him now, wear them pants now, them shirt. When he want a shirt or a pants, him just go in at the bush for that. A serious thing. That's what you call exotica. And we love it. You know why we love it? Because we see a whole heap of one right now, Rasta vibes, lose it and refuse it. When them see it, them can't take it. Whole heap of twisty all over the place, a twisty, wissy and all them something there go on. You know, see, the man afraid to look like Rasta. Some people try to dodge it and hide it. Him don't want to carry it. See, kind of integrate in the system. Him have to integrate to the point where now him is no more a threat. Him is no more a threat because of how him look. And people always talk about look. Rastafari is a cultural manifestation of black people inner consciousness. Rastafari is the strongest aspect of Rasta is the culture. And we can see that out there. A man we don't want to hear nothing about Haile Selassie. But culturally, he want all of the things them, all of the manifestation, the physical manifestation of Rastafari, which is cultural. And him start to say my Rasta too. Even though him not say Haile Selassie, that is madness still, but I could work with it for the time. But we know say those who manifest that cultural expression, them now go into the heights, because I mean even now say the depths, the heights of where Rastafari carry the thing go. Because them afraid. You have a whole heap of people afraid, even though him look like Rasta, but him afraid of Rasta. And when we talk about afraid of Rasta now, I talk about go in there. Go inside it. Where the darkness there. Go right into the darkness till when you open it, you can't see it. Not even the darkness you can't see. It's like when we go in at the dungeon in Ghana. And the man show me say you have those kind of dungeons where them can have the dungeon for the bad slave them. And I say, all right, me want to go in there. Lock me in there. And when me go in there, I tell you, not even the darkness me could have see. Not even the darkness, the way it is. You can't imagine how much people them poking at the place there. And I say, at the darkness, because if there was no light, there wouldn't be no darkness. And if there was no darkness, there wouldn't be no light. And out of every darkness, you have the colors, different manifestation of colors. Because that's the only way you can see colors. It have to resemble light. People talk about white light. There's no such thing. People look on bulb and see the bulb white and say it's white light. light no have no color. But depending on the prism where it come through, depending on the vapor, the water, it expresses itself in many ways. But the base of it is darkness. And we, who is darker than blue, must recognize how intricate Rastafari is when you go into the heights of darkness. Come recognize yourself, your person, not just your spirit. Because people are always a deal upon spirit, like I am not only spirit, I is flesh and blood and spirit. And I have to look the part. I have to think it and look it. I never hide it. And we never used to say Rasta man I hide who him is. And Rasta woman. We never used to hide who he is. Some people say, well, me is a Rasta in my heart. You have some people really ridiculous that say them locks in them heart. How the hell you can locks in your heart? You locks up on your head. I saw it go. No metaphors here. No working with no metaphors about your locks. Your heart locks. No, sir. And your head, your ear locks. And the ear, your ear, is the most visible manifestation of Rastafari. And even though Rasta locks is not unique to Rasta, but is Rastafari come with it in this part of the world here and give African people the courage to say, my ear is good ear. When it look twisty up, curled kinky up, my ear is good ear and will lax. Me remember my little youth when we used to travel to and fro between Montego Bay and Negril and we are come back a little bit. Them say, Lord God, look what you do with the little picnic ear. Me say, what me do with the little picnic ear? Them say, how you locked it? Me say, me never touch her ear. So confused men and people is, them comb them picnic head. And them do something to the picnic head, you know. Me not do nothing to my picnic head. Me just make it grow. And it just grow, it want to grow. Like a tree. Like a lightning bolt. It just move according to what it want to move like. So you have to go into that inner depth to come show, say, locks we are talking about, is the most expressive nature of Rastafari physically. The most expressive nature of Rastafari physically locks. When I go around it, I hear someone say you don't have to dread to be a Rasta. And all of them locks, who said that? Every one of them who said that family, say you don't have to dread to be a Rasta. All of them have locks by them head, straight long, clear long, almost to the ground. We now go X out it, we now go exit out at the cultural expression of Rastafari. So the reason why I talk about that is Changa Changa, the name Changa Changa. Because we didn't know about the Changa Changa Rasta, the dirty Rasta, the lax-head Rasta, the barefoot Rasta. We didn't know about that. The Ital Rasta. Some people afraid of Ital now. Yeah, they're afraid of Ital. Because them gone in them chunks. And when the wickedest to me, I have to say I cook some Ital. And when I'm looking at pure chunks, I'm have there. A vegetarian food, that's not Ital. You have to separate Ital from vegetarian food, you know. Rastafari is unique in its language and its cultural expression. And it go against what the normal Jamaican would classify as normal. But we don't care because we're still there. We're still there. And we're there and continue to be here. In the yard, upon a revival, we say China come out with a different vibes. And we want to play this song here, Magma. in the yard.
The white woman has been the only woman we have had an opportunity to study every day of our life. On television, in every magazine we ever picked up, in every newspaper, on every radio. She's been the only model we have had. And if we think that that's not important, then we need to, look at that again. We have studied that, and we have made up and came up with requirements that the white people have set for us for our man. And if he cannot come up to those requirements, then we have decided that he is impotent and unable to be our man because he's disqualified, because he does not qualify by the standards that the white people have set up. We think a good, successful relationship is one where everything goes our way. The first time it stops going our way, then we got a serious problem. We want our man to do everything we tell him to do, but we don't want to do anything he tells us to do. They have told us that the only provision that the black man is qualified to give us is one of money. And we have made finance the major focus of our relationships with them. We have made the one thing that most of them don't even have be the criteria. We have been taught that if they do not give us money, that we are not to even allow them to be a father to their child. We have been taught that if he does not give us money, then he is not qualified to tell us what to do. We have been taught that if he does not give us money, that he doesn't have any rights in the home. It's whoever is making the money who has the rights. That's not our system. The black man provides more in a black home than just financial support. He provides direction, guidance, gratification, fulfillment, and discipline for our children.
Fashion designer Coco Chanel once said a woman who cuts her hair is about to change her life. A new study out of the US suggests the pursuit of perfect hair could actually be impacting our health. Researchers looked at 18 hair products sold in the US and traditionally used by black women, like hair relaxers, hot oil treatments, anti-frizz or leave-in conditioners. Every product they looked at contained endocrine disrupting chemicals, or EDCs. That means they interfere with the way our bodies produce hormones, and many of those products are actually banned in Europe. And what's of particular concern is how few of those compounds are listed as product ingredients, and that makes it difficult for users to know exactly what they're putting on their hair and scalp. Well, the study is published in the journal Environmental Research. Tola Okogu is a hair care blogger and author. She's with me. Her children's books explore the relationship between girls and their hair. And joining us from Boston, Massachusetts, is the study author, Dr. Jessica Helm, a scientist at the Silent Spring Institute. Jessica, I'm going to come to you first to talk about the health problems that you found black women tend to have more than other women in the US. There was something that stood out for you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So we know from previously published research that black women have higher rates of uterine fibroids, of infertility, earlier onset of puberty, as well as rising rates of endometrial and breast cancers.
And did you find a link with the kind of chemicals that are in the hair products we talked about?
So what we found was that endocrine disrupting chemicals were frequently present in these products. We know that endocrine disrupting chemicals are present in people's bodies, that some of the same chemicals that are in these products are in women's bodies frequently. And we know that they have effects at high doses. Our study wasn't set up to specifically answer the question of whether or not these chemicals were directly influencing health, but the fact that these chemicals are frequently found in these products was of concern to us.
Let's pick up that concern with Tola, because I know you not only act as a hair care coach, you're aware of what's on the market now, yes. But you've been aware of, over years, the kind of products that have been used by black women to care for or tame, or however you want to put it, your hair.
Yeah, with black hair, it naturally requires a lot more products than any other hair type because it's drier and it also requires more lubrication. So black women do tend to use a lot of products in one session, so they'll layer products. And historically, the products that we buy, I've been aware for a while that the ingredients are on the cheaper end, and the brands, it does appear to be quite low quality products, and most of the products are bought in hair shops in areas where the demographic is majoritively black.
And a lot of products traditionally have come in from the States.
Yes, they have. Historically, I mean, I've been using hair products obviously for a long time, and when I was young, my mother used to relax my hair with little relaxer box kits that were directly imported from the US. So historically, most of our products do come from the US.
And Jessica, there is another concern, which is not... often the ingredients aren't fully listed, so it's hard to know what you're dealing with when you buy these products.
That's right. Yeah, we actually found that the majority of the chemicals that we detected weren't listed on the ingredient label. We did find that parabens tended to be better labeled, but they were by no means always labeled. Fragrance chemicals tended to be labeled with the word fragrance, but the actual ingredients within those fragrances were not listed on the label.
Do you think, Jessica, that black women who use these products that are directed at them as a market should be worried about their health because of this?
Yeah, that's a good question. From a precautionary approach, I think it makes sense to reduce exposures to products that have chemicals that may cause harm, and where there are opportunities to reduce that exposure, I think it makes sense to do that.
Tola, what do you think about that?
I agree completely. A few years ago, when I became more ingredient conscious in terms of the products that I use, and I kind of picked my products looking at the ingredients list, and I've become more familiar with some of the chemical names, I have moved to more organic products, and there are more products in the marketplace. There are a lot more UK manufacturers, and as the trend has moved towards more natural hair, so have the products. So women are being more conscious about what is in the products they're using on their hair and skin, and they're being more careful and picking products that are either more organic or have less cosmeceuticals and more natural oils, etc.
And Tola, I'm interested in the fact that you speak to a younger audience as well. I mean, partly because of your coaching, but also the children's books. I think we can show some of the front covers of the books that you've published and are about to publish.
Yes.
And hair care is a massive issue.
It is. It's something that speaks to the heart of identity for a lot of black women and black girls. Hair isn't just hair for us. It's the number one signifier of our race, and it is very much tied into our race and how we view ourselves. And historically, our hair has been something we've kind of felt ashamed of and felt was inferior. So my books kind of are about celebrating black hair, black skin, black beauty, and hopefully helping a new and younger generation that's coming up develop a love for their hair and what is naturally coming out of their heads.
And Jessica, just a final thought from you. I mean, the Silent Spring Institute, that makes me think about environmental awareness from the 60s on. And do you perceive that people now are much more concerned about ingredients and environment, especially when it comes to something so intimate as hair?
Yeah, I think that there is, within some areas of society, there's some awareness, but I think by and large, people are generally unaware of the chemicals that are in their products and the potential that those chemicals might have to cause harm.
Well, Jessica, I think that's an important warning. And Tola, I suppose that's part of the education that needs to be done.
Yeah, but my advice to black women would be educate yourself. Get to know some of the more common dangerous ingredients like parabens and even silicone oils. And some of the products you listed are commonly used. So if you educate yourself, you can avoid it. And as I said, there are more products in the marketplace, so there is more choice and more variety.
Well, Tola and Jessica, thank you both for joining us here on GMT. Thank you.
Thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Yeah, so the ear thing come up this so. We talk about the ear, Rastafari, and the manifestation of locks, to the point now where we see it get, I don't want to say it get commercialized, but it get to the point now where black people, after having it in its pure form, now kind of get another aspect of European perspective. And when we say that, we mean we did have it, we did have it looking like we. Now, somewhere around the corner, white people come now and make it go away that it must be more palatable and acceptable to white people. So we have to find a way to use dear thought and thinking in our head again. And it come now through our ear. So even when people say them lax now, them try to make the, even though it want to appear like black people have get creative with them ear, but the underlying result of getting creative with the ear is to make it more acceptable in their sight, and then at another level in your sight. So the knotted Congo bongo dreadlocks, too terrible. So because we think in English, and you know, say if you think in English, the whole of your argument manifests in English as it relates to your logics and reality. When the Rastaman come, the Rastaman realize the English language is so repressive to his cultural expression that him did have to come and use the language against itself. So even that is a revolution in itself, where the Rastaman language defined the Rastaman culture, and you couldn't separate it. So when him come with the Congo bongo, it was really a liberating force. But now it seems like the locks no longer represent liberating force to what we call the neo-Rastafari group. The locks now is identifiable black, but the essence get lost in trying to alleviate the terribleness of it, the dreadfulness of it, the darkness of it. Cutting edge, IRFM.
They go to get their toes clipped, their fingernails clipped, and they wake up and their foot's gone.
They've been utilizing the organs of black people for years, the organs and the body parts and the members of African American people, and that goes back to George Washington. There's a long time myth that George Washington had wooden teeth. We've heard that myth growing up in school. The reality is George Washington did not have wooden teeth, because common sense will tell you you can't put wood in your mouth, it gets wet, and wet wood is useless. What George Washington did, he had the teeth of his African slaves yanked out of their mouths, and he made dentures out of these teeth, and they're on display. His dentures are on display at museums right now. And that just goes to show the history of African people having our bodies mutilated and our members disfigured and mutilated for the betterment and benefit of the dominant society.
In America, at least 2,500 black people go missing every year. At least. Never to be found again, not killed enough, you just don't find them again. Why doesn't that number ever go down? How can you constantly have the same amount of people? Are you trying to say the same killers go out and murder the same amount of people every year? No. Somebody is taking black people off the street. There's been stories on this. Kidnapped by the government. Kidnapped by organ traffickers.
Drive-by shootings is organ stealing.
I'm worth $50 million and I need a kidney. You know, kidneys are pretty sensitive. You got to find somebody who really got the kidney that matches yours. You think I'm going to wait till somebody die for me to get one? If I don't get one soon, I'm going to die. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay somebody to go research people. Okay, let's go look at all the black organ donors. Let's look at all the black people who got organ donor on their driver's license, which is why I'm not a friend of that. I say, if you want to donate your organs, put it in your will. Say that if I die, this can go to my family, my relatives, my friends, or whomever. But when you put it on your license, I believe you make yourself a public target. And so what did they find? We got a guy in Los Angeles. He has the same blood type as you, same kidney type as you likely. He healthy though. He ain't likely to die no time soon. He don't know you, so he ain't gonna give you no organ for free. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna arrange a murder that makes it look like he was in a car accident. We're gonna arrange a murder that makes it look like he committed suicide. So the next thing you know, you coming out the gas station, boom, you get hit by a Mack truck. You dead, gone. You get taken to the funeral home. Your family come to the funeral. They don't know that before your body got laid to rest, a little hole was poked and they pulled your kidney out.
A lot of people don't know, when you get arrested or even when you get convicted, a lot of times law enforcement or police will swab your mouth for DNA. And now they have your DNA record on file, they have your genetic information on file. And you have to understand, with law enforcement, a lot of times they'll sell your information to tabloids and, like, especially celebrities, they sell their information to tabloids and magazines and news outlets all the time. So it's not a stretch to believe that they won't use your DNA or your genetic information for nefarious reasons.
You, my son. Cops come by and inform me you just been shot dead. You don't have jurisdiction over that body. That's the coroner. You can't get that body till the coroner release you. So we'll get released, we go down and pick it up, and I see all these cuts and these stitches. I just thought they was doing a routine investigation, following the family. I didn't know they took your organs. I'm under all this stress. My son is dead. Now you buried now. I can't dig you up because the court got the information. Most of those cases is organ stealing.
It's been known for a long time, even back in slavery times, that black organs were considered superior genetically to other folks' organs. For example, whenever there's a transplant, okay, especially when rich folks get heart transplant, liver transplant, kidney transplant, they like black organs. We had a famous case in Pennsylvania, Governor Casey, who was one of the most racist governors who ever lived back in the late 80s, early 90s. He had a heart transplant. Guess whose heart they gave him? A black person's heart.
Down in Georgia, there was a case of an African-American 17-year-old kid who was found mysteriously dead at school. He died in the gym. They did an autopsy and they buried him. His family, they weren't satisfied with the results because they still wanted to know what happened to their son. They had the body exhumed, found out that his organs were missing and his body was stuffed with newspapers, and people are still trying to find answers. The officials down there in Georgia, they act like they don't know what's going on. There was another case out here in California. A young African-American man was found dead in Death Valley in the desert. All of his organs were missing. His liver, heart, lungs, kidneys, all gone. There's a case in the UK recently. A Somalian girl was brought over there for organ harvesting. They found out that they were going to harvest her organs and they stopped that. There was another case in Asian couples. They went over to Africa. They adopted a black girl. 2 weeks later, she was dead. So these cases of organ harvesting are just going on all over the world, and people are being real quiet about it.
The Rodney King riots. The cops arrested 18,213 black folks. They couldn't account for 10,000 of them.
That's what happened in New Orleans. Remember when you saw those helicopters? They were picking up all them black babies and taking them up in the helicopter. And my husband and I sit there and say, we wouldn't have sent our son with them. I don't care who they was. We'd all died in the water together. We wouldn't have sent our baby up there. And they never got a bunch of those children back, as we all know.
Organ harvesting in Africa, it's a business. In fact, they've set up so many sophisticated places around the so-called third world where there are nations like France, England, New Zealand, Israel. All these places now are looking in the impoverished areas because mostly in these impoverished areas like Brazil, places in South Africa, right here on this continent, wherever there's poverty, there's crime. And wherever there's crime, you know there's a lot of deaths and there's a lot of shooting.
They are killing black people for their organs. Think about it. Organs are the only commodity that people must have to live that you cannot buy in a store. So if I am sick and I need a heart, I can't buy that. And we know all the problems with the fake hearts, that they can give a pacemaker to a bad heart. But what about when the heart needs to be replaced? You gotta find a match, and it ain't none on the donor list, and I'm worth $50 million, and I could care less about black people anyway? Guess what? Somebody gonna get shot in a drive-by.
Switch over to Haiti. Jean Bellerive, at the time, he was the prime minister at the time when Haiti was hit with that earthquake that killed over 130,000 brothers and sisters down there in that island. They had a report on CNN with Jean Bellerive, and he said specifically that there was organ harvesting and child kidnapping going on.
And we have already reports of a lot of trafficking, even of organ trafficking.
Of organ trafficking? Yeah.
Now, already.
Of the victims of the earthquake?
Yeah. So,
do you know that for sure?
Yeah, I know that for sure, and it was discussed in Montreal during the conference.
REFM, thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Yes, you know, this might sound like conspiracy theory, but I want to tell you, you have a lot of documents throughout the right now on body parts harvesting. And one of the things that we developed since the war in Syria, the largest migration of people at any given time happen because of that Syrian war. And what is happening is that these Syrian immigrants who reach over into places like Turkey and go over to even the European side, because I don't know if a whole heap of people know this, but Turkey in a two continent. It's in Asia and it's in Europe. And the Europeans, Italians and the French especially, is a big business. A lot of the boat them when you see come across from Africa there through Algeria, where they Libya and them place there. Because the people them in a dire need, them sell them body parts, internal body parts, $6,000. You can get a man, what's what them look? Use kidney, bladder, what lungs, me don't know what them use. Me don't know what them take out of them. But people actually in a business, like it's a business place, you go, and you can't say, well, right now, if you have big money, you can get a certain body part, and then now them just go sit amongst the refugee them, and you have some refugee, we just say, okay, $6,000 enough money to them. Them never ever say $10 yet. It's a big thing going on in the earth, yeah. And you hear the man mention 80. I will bet you all the people never remember say that harvesting did go on after the earthquake. And 100,000 need 300,000 people in that earthquake. We have some little idiot Christian people that come talk about that the people them worship a voodoo business. That's why God licked them with the earthquake. Every time I think about it, I vex against these Christian people. Every time I think about it, I vex about these Christians. We are talking about, say, the people that most of Asian people are Roman Catholic. Voodoo is a side thing from what them call it, the African traditions we come across with we. Just like the other things, them, where Mayalism, Wobia, and all these things. But them actually did sell body parts. The Asian body parts was sold. It's not lie. Not lie. This is the cutting edge. We get changa a while ago to a month ago here, then it's 6,000 a month ago here. Yes. This is the cutting edge. We are going through the faces. You know, say Calabash, they're away again this weekend, yeah. Yes. Literary festival. Yes. Okay. Literary festival. We are looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it because it's always wonderful. I know them not keep it every year again. Them keep it every other year. And something we are look forward to is Soweto, Johannesburg, Pretoria. We want to heal up third world, you know. Anyway, them there. We want to heal up third world. The last time we woke up third world abroad was in Ivory Coast. Yes, Ivory Coast. We had them on the program when we did a broadcast from Ivory Coast. We see that we're going to go back up again in Africa, in a different place, from the west to the south. Yes, we love it. We love it.
Because, folks, I got to tell you, when it comes to truly major league, you have to stand back in awe of the all-time heavyweight champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. Organized religion. It's no contest. Religion easily has the best story of all time. Think about it. Religion has convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a list of 10 specific things he doesn't want you to do. And if you do any of these things, he will send you to a special place of burning and fire and smoke and torture and anguish for you to live forever and suffer and burn and scream until the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you. He loves you and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all present, all knowing, and all wise. Just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions and billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and somehow they always need money. You talk about a good Dory. If I may be permitted a small pun, holy...
Continent with Mutabaruka. We are listening to our meds.
You know, I listen to him talk about mistakes. I sit down in front of my television the other day and I see this man. I don't remember if he's a young politician or a young social worker. I talk to some children in our school. And the same mistake where grandmother and grandparents make him and make it too. He might tell the picnic them about and a pint up in the air and say the God up above is watching you down here and a pint down. Me I say, what the hell is happening here? I mean, no, but me know it's what happens still because you hear people talk about give the young people them this and the you know politics and all them something there. You see them young people that we are going to politics and we are run certain company right now. Them read the same book like where the oppressor, the same man where we are called oppressor. Are the same book them youth can come read. And are the same way them want to come govern and talk. And are the same religion grab them. Kind of this modern time when you tell picnic about, remember that he's watching you from above. He's up above watching you. Like it's like the national anthem, grant true wisdom from above. Wisdom no come from no above, no in no sky. Wisdom is through experience. Experience teach wisdom. You have to have experience to understand what is wisdom. So when this man stand up in front of the little people and talk about, we must remember that there is, he's up there watching you from above. I say, looking down on you. He's up there looking down on you. That's what him say. Him say, he's up there looking down on you and I point him finger up and I point him finger down. I say, no, all this youth I know. I want him come to my grandpick them. Because what going to happen is that them will come up back with the same madness and craziness. So there's someone up in the sky will look down upon you when you do something wrong and ready for burn you. Just like where you hear George calling just a while ago. We have to understand that it's not because someone older and someone younger, it means you know there's a new attitude towards leadership going to be in the society. It's not necessarily so. Not necessarily so. Because them have the same mentality and the same thinking. Same mentality and same thinking. I go on. That's why the brethren tell you that the slave miller grind slow, but it has grind still. It has grind slow, but it grinding still. And now we look at all these arguments and I say, up above, grant true wisdom from above. You know, he's up there looking down at you. And little people them just sit down so. Them no business that rat in whatever say, you know, because little boy them just go on a computer and I think different. Them now make the picnic them move to the next level. Because them can't move to the next level because them don't know the next level. That's why them can't teach Marcus Garvey in a school because the teacher them don't understand the levels of Marcus Garvey. And when Rasta come show them certain things, them don't want a Rasta teacher in school. You have certain some school that drop dead before they make all a dreadlock Rasta come teach that in school. Yes. And these are some little technocrats in a government where go to church every Sunday and Saturday too. And come out and go and like see them save and skin up them nose pan the majority of people them were out there. Crazy man, and start telling people about the Lord up above is looking down on you. Where I try to scare the people them people are not scared again. Not scared about them something there. A foolishness. A foolishness. Yes, this is the cutting edge. One of the people them know so we will be back here a little more from this, 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock with the stepping razor, the art of war. Yes. Who wasn't here last week? Why yell up concrete asphalt to sit in for the program again. Concrete. You better come live now, guy. You're going to go sit in till you sit no more. You're going to go forget. Say it's a sports part, look at RFM. Yes. Okay, here we go. We're dead with you, you know. You think we're not dead? All right. We're still there in South Africa, you know. We're still there in South Africa with the man called Jonathan. But remember, years ago, Jazz and Blues Festival, it have Jonathan Butler. That is when it will keep over near the white, the great, what them call it, the white which have Rosal side there, over the side there. Okay, Jonathan Butler, going home. Yes, Ill.
Good morning, Mr. Muta.
Morning, ma'am.
I'm calling from St. Thomas, a crippled lady.
Okay.
I am crippled, Mr. Muta. I'm crippled, I can't walk.
You can't walk?
No, I can't walk none at all now.
Why?
And if somebody not tidy me, and look about me, I can't help myself.
No, tell me why you can't walk. Why you can't walk?
I mean, we used to call upon the radio with Dr. Sangali.
Okay. No, tell me why you can't walk.
I don't know, Mr. Muti. They say I have spinal cord problem.
You have spinal what?
Spinal cord problem. So I can't walk the cripple.
So you have... which part it hurt you?
Down from the waistline go down dead.
Oh,
but the hands
okay.
can't move. Yes, and somebody I feel look about me. They can't tidy themselves. They can't do nothing to themselves. And I have a problem, Mr. Motor. They get some water from a water commission. I then cut off my water from Tuesday. After Tuesday, I have no water to wash the clothes, Mr. Motor. If you come and you see the condition of the house, that is our neighbor give me a little water yesterday to drink. I don't have no water, Mr. Motor.
So why them lock it off?
I said, no more the money. I mean, not have the money. No, only when they park the food something, the wait name again. The food, the parks money pay. That's how no all the money are mounted.
So you don't have no family member? You don't know no family member? Where your family member them there?
Them Mr. Motor, they don't have it to help me. They don't have no family member to help me.
Eh?
I don't have no family member, Mr. Motor.
So, which part them there? Where them there? Tell me where them there.
They have one family member to America and she dead in England. She dead from Christmas. She died. She get stroke and she died. She was the one who used to help me. She's my niece.
So you want to live alone?
Yes, Mr. Buta, but one lady come here, kind lady now, and she helped me, but me not have no, I have to watch me clothes, I don't want to be like this. I have a bed, we can't stay in here. I have to be there every month, I have to wash, and she have to do everything. I have no water, Mr. Buta. I have no water to use.
I don't know if I tell you, because at night, none of them people are not listen.
Yes, Mr. Muta.
Tell me the area where you live. Which part you live now?
I'm living in White Horses, Hamburg Lane.
White Horses.
Yes, Mr. Muta, Hamburg Lane. They know me as Majita or March.
Wait, hold on. Let me write it down. So, how long do you have the water?
They just have little water till they shoot a meter again. But through the can't pay no bill and cut off the water.
Yeah, them cold away there, you know.
On Tuesday, I don't have any water. One neighbor give me little water. Yesterday, little bit, just 2 buckets of water. Until the lady here, she's with me. If she not tidy, I can't tidy. I can't help myself. The only thing she can't do, she raise me up and me eat my food and lie down back.
Yeah. All right, you want to know. Now I ask the operator to write down. Which why operator write down this lady. Tell me which why I say the white horses.
White horses. Hamburg, White Horses. Hamburg Lane.
Hamburg Lane.
Yes, Mr. Buta, I have the name of Majita.
Name of what?
Majita, Magita, Majita.
Majitas. All right, we're going to say tomorrow when everybody are awake, we can call them and ask.
No, Mr. Buta, you know you well. There's no water, Mr. Buta, for being now. Oh, man, we don't get no water for being good. We don't be good. I have dirty clothes in at the house.
Yeah.
We have no drinking water.
So the people them not bring drinking water come here. Want to the people them next door.
Next door them never want to give no water because they must say they're not paying no water bill for nobody. One kind neighbor give me little water, 2 buckets of water, about 3 little bottles. And I have to wash the clothes every day. Every day I have to wash the clothes.
So where children them there? Where children them?
It's a motor. It's hard. I have one son of man take up here and now work so good. And the other one that afford the instinct with the army can't help me. They try all way, Mr. Motor. Because the council today, and they ask the council if he can assist me. He say he can't assist me till tomorrow. And we say, we don't have no water, Mr. Motor.
Yeah, well, me can't do nothing until tomorrow too. Me have to call somebody tomorrow and find out. So me can't do nothing.
You number give you, Mr. Motor?
Eh?
You want to believe me number give
you have to call the operator back and make sure take that number. Because I have nothing to write that, so I'm going to tell the operator to write down which part. White
You're going to transfer me back to Earth. You're going to transfer me back to Earth?
No, wait there. May I ask a question now? Look, your phone number, who for phone you have there use?
A 5 phone, Mr. Motor.
Okay. Your phone, okay. I can see if I can write down something, that's all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Motor. Thanks.
All right. Tell me, all right, White Horses, you say?
White Horses.
But I'm not St. Thomas. Eh?
Yes, Mr. Motor.
That I in St. Thomas.
Yes, Mr. Motor.
All right, give me the place. Where you say the road name?
Hamburg Lane. Hamburg Lane.
Hamburg?
Hamburga.
Oh,
Hamburg Lane.
All right, wait there. Oh, I'm like hamburger.
Hamburg Lane.
Yeah, me know. That's like hamburger.
Yes, Mr. Motor.
Hamburg Lane. So like up a German on there. All right. And then now, what you say name?
My number is 803.
Oh, you get your number on the radio? Okay. Go on. What you say?
803.
You know, so tomorrow them say, as of tomorrow, everybody have to go use 876. You didn't know that?
So be here, Mr. Motor.
That means when you trial again, now you have to go use the whole of the number them. 876.
Yes, Mr. Motor.
All right. So you say 876 what?
873.
Oh. No, wait, let me have to put on the 876 first.
Yes, Mr. Motor, talk.
873.
29. 2923.
But it's like how you get 2923. But like how you get out everything I know, I'm going to ask you how much you owe them?
It's $22,000.
What? And that's how you going with it? That's how much years that?
It's a long to tell you the truth. But I'll tell you this. I come now, I'm going to assist. And my name is Magita.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to see tomorrow if I can call somebody.
If there's anyone can help me, Mr. Muta, please. Ask you some assistance.
20,000 enough money I know in them time still. Me try to figure out something here.
Yes, Mr. Muta, thanks. I love you.
Yeah, all right.
Every night I listen to your program. Every night, every day.
Well, make sure you don't turn off your electricity so that you can listen.
Mr. Muta, you don't know what I'm saying. The lady when they call all the time. That was me used to come on Dr. Sandali up a Art Road, up a 3 Art Road. I used to call her. Every little girl, because me that walk barefoot like you when they could have walk, but they cut down now. They call about the water out of Rastafarian too.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Muta. God bless you. I said, the one here I can't help me. They're asking so much sister come and need the water.
Yeah, but when I say no, you could get the light, could come lock off fire too.
Yes, Mr. Muta?
The light, no good lock off to all the light I go.
Well, God has God, Mr. Muta.
God has God.
The light bill, that come to nothing, just 2,000 or 1,000 something.
So all your water rate bigger than your light bill?
Mr. Muta.
A long story that. All right. Yes. Serious thing.
Yeah, Muta.
Yeah, man, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, may I listen?
Go on.
Continue.
Yeah, maybe wait still, what is the team tonight?
Are you going to make the team? Tell me what you want to talk about, man.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about, Muta, what causes the difference with, in a, Rasta Marcus Garvey thing now?
The difference between Rasta and Marcus Garvey thing?
Yeah, because I have some Rasta where Marcus Garvey and some I say Garvey in this Russia now. Where them things come from? How when you Rasta?
It come from Marcus Garvey try to say Haile Selassie when they are in England.
Yeah.
And Haile Selassie never get to see him. So out of that now, Marcus Garvey start to cuss and start talk, say Haile Selassie run left him people them and exile in England and all sort of thing.
So we don't conflict, it come like they want to make it that's why some people give up, make it look like black people now and hope for redemption again.
So that make black me never know that make black people look like it now. No,
Rasta
no hold on for Marcus Garvey
They give up and give the credence to white man and the Chinese. You them say China will take over the world and them stuff down. Like black people have no chance.
Well, me black I would have hope say it growing, no, the consciousness is growing, but it growing slightly.
Yeah, but we keep up the faith still, you know. You're one of the outstanding one. I refer me, I keep up the black faith. But you have all people not listen to it, and black people say not listen to it, and Muta. What's the thing?
I mean, make them not listen to it, man. I mean, make them not listen to it.
So they are hypocrite.
You have a group of people who only listen to it because of me too. So, 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. You have people who don't listen to it because they say I play foo music. They find it. Only part argument. The people don't listen to it through Cabo. You still have people listening through Cabo and you have people listening through the music. As I say, 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. It's still the #1 radio station in Jamaica. Your credit gone. All right. Yes, still #1 radio station in Jamaica. And at 26 years, we still don't have so. 26 years, we still don't have so. And if you check it, we're still going strong. As a matter of fact, it's even stronger now with the advent of what them call it, the internet connection, where people can just connect to the program live or through my two brethren them, Mr. Green and Mr. Basie, them can tune in on the YouTube. So we're still there. I will continue the journey. We don't know what else to do. Because if we don't do this, we're not going to on the radio. We're going to somewhere else to do something else, you understand? This is the cutting edge. Yes, Ian.
Hello.
Hi.
Good night. How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Okay. First time calling you. It's past my bedtime. But I've just decided to give you a call because there are some things that I would like to discuss. Okay? So the first thing that I want to discuss is the debate with Pastor Gina Jennings and Mr. Vegas. There's a lot of misconstrued thoughts, ideas, and opinion that's going around with what Pastor Jennings really said. And I can understand because sometimes as people, we just want to hear one word and we take it, we add, we subtract, we divide, and we do all kind of things, but we misconstrue that, and I think that will misrepresent what he was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding from watching the clip was this. And when you look at the context of what he was saying that Christian women, speaking about women in general, talking about Christian women,
yes,
consider themselves to be Christian,
yes,
who have the cleavage showing,
yeah,
on short, tight skirt or dresses,
yeah,
their lips painted in red, have on makeup, wig, etc., etc. You were saying, can I say the P word?
They are prostitutes.
Right, they're prostitutes.
They are whores.
And whores.
You can't say whore too.
Okay.
Me I get it said for say. All right, so what you saying now, what is misconstrued? What is misconstrued out of that?
No. When Mr. Vegas came on, he was saying that...
Play the tape.
Play the tape, yes. Our dear beloved Prime Minister, she wear wigs, so that means that she's a prostitute. No, that's not what he's saying for even...
No, wait. Hold stick up in. Him say, if you're in the choir and you have a lipstick on them something there, you is a whore. You did hear him say that?
I don't recall saying that.
Yeah, no, not you. Him said, if you all the while him say, it's not something new him say. Him say. So you tell me now, say, it's all right for him call the Christian woman whore.
No.
If them have on lipstick.
No.
So tell me what is misconstrued about it. Who is misinterpreting what I'm saying?
But if you and I should go to the book of Samuel.
No. We're not talking about Samuel. We're talking about the Reverend Jennings.
No, but all I know, Mr.
No, but you can't use the book of Samuel now to tell me, say...
No.
No, really, sister, don't carry the thing half beat, man. You just talk about, say, we miscrew up what Jennings say.
But listen.
What is it that Jennings say that people misinterpret? And you start to lay out the things them that him say. That people who is in the church, if them wear lipstick, avant this, avant that, in the church, them is prostitute. But that, you tell me, say, the woman, every woman who in the church where we are all these things is prostitute is whore.
No, I'm not in agreement with this.
Who is a whore? Who is a prostitute?
According to what you and I will say, a prostitute is a person that...
Who sell them body for money.
Sell them body for money.
So you tell me, say, no, because a woman dressed a certain way and coming to the church, she's a prostitute. You're using that to define her as a prostitute.
And that's why I said I am not in agreement with that. I think he could have used a more milder or subtler word.
Yeah, but you saying that we misinterpret what him say.
Yes, because when you look in the book of Samuel, when the Bible...
No. Oh, you mean no? Tell me what him say. We're talking about what him say. What him say.
I know about what he said, and we all agreed to what he said. But I can understand from a man of the flock, he is going by the Bible in a sense.
And what the Bible say?
Because the Bible spoke about Jezebel, and the Bible gave a fitting description of who a Jezebel is.
Jezebel is one woman.
Yes, one woman.
All right. What is it about was Jezebel a church goer, believer in church business? Was she a believer?
No.
All right. She's not a believer.
No.
Jennings said, if you're in the church and you dress this way, you're a whore.
Yes.
Why are you bringing in Jezebel into it?
No, I'm not saying that I'm in agreement with...
Yeah, but tell me why you quote Jezebel now. Why you mention Jezebel?
Because I mention Jezebel simply because although Jezebel was one woman, but at the same time, this description that the Bible gave. And even hear some people say, boy, where they're cutting the female counterpart, your old Jezebel.
Yes, them say that about Lisa Anna the other day too.
Right, so the behavior, the description, and the physical traits adapt. Right? So people can pinpoint and make a comparison.
No, you cannot make a comparison between saying a prostitute and talking about a woman who lived 4,000 or 5,000 years ago named Jezebel. The man said, if you come into the church and you look this way, you's a whore, you's a prostitute.
Wait, but the Bible spoke of, or let's do in Lamentation.
Sister, you're going to quote all of the things in the Bible to justify what you say?
No, I don't need to justify what...
No, but why you keep on telling me about Lamentation, Samuel? You can't tell about all Delilah to and all these people.
As the Bible spoke about Lamentation, and it spoke about the whoredoms and all.
Yeah, but these...
The Israelites then, when the Israelites, they must go down their knee and pray and repent because of the whoredom of the nation.
The whoredom where him talk about, that whoredom is not referring to what we call whore and prostitute. When him say Israel go whoring after other gods or other nations or jail, it talking about this is a metaphor he might use. No, this man is not using a metaphor. He is explicitly telling us that if you dress a certain way, you is a whore.
All right, fine. I can't argue.
So you can't go tell me now about Saul, some Jezebel. What Jezebel have to do with it?
You know?
Who was Jezebel? Who was Jezebel?
Well, first of all, Jezebel was a woman of power.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And at that time, her ideology and belief was to get rid of all the prophets.
Yes.
Because in her mind and view, they were creating mischief.
Yes. And she wanted to get them killed.
Right.
Yes.
And that's why Elijah had to run for his life.
Yes.
Well, we know the story.
Yes. So what is it now that makes you say she's a prostitute?
No, I'm not saying that I'm in agreement, you know.
No. I'm saying, why did, when you talk about that, why did you say in the Bible and then you mentioned Jezebel?
When I was making reference?
Yeah, why you mentioned Jezebel?
Well, because I believe that, yes, you do have persons or Christian women who do really believe as if they're Jezebel.
No, it's look you're saying. Him not talk about, him not talk about where them do, you know. He must say them look.
Them look, yeah, but I'm just...
Them is or because them look a certain way.
But I am saying...
Oh, Jezebel look like Jezebel did dress. Jezebel is a woman who lived 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, according to the Bible. So if she lived 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, how is it now that the woman Jezebel is seen as a prostitute when she was not a churchgoer? She never subscribed to the church business.
Yes, but that's give and take, right? And like I said before, I'm not here to defend him, and I'm not here to say that what he's saying is correct. I think what I can take away from him, a lot of persons may not in agreement, is that here's a man who is trying to create some kind of religious solemnity within the church because...
maybe trying to make some money.
Well, I don't know about that.
Like most of them who come from America have them big plane and them how much Benz and all these things.
He here said that he doesn't have any money and he speak out against these.
Speak out against all of them.
Yes.
Yes.
But at the same time, as church, the church institution as a whole, things and times have changed because of different mores and beliefs and etc. etc. But a church is supposed to be a place of righteousness. People are supposed to come in. I'm just.
Then suppose you come get saved, mama. Suppose you're the one will last and you're coming at the church. You mean say you know for coming there because what is the church? The church is for righteous people. The church is for righteous people.
No, the Bible says it's coming for sinners.
Yeah, then if you just come from dance and you feel that the dance with you, but you want to come out of the dance thinking and you're going at the church, you are trying to tell me now say you know for coming there because how you dress.
That's not what he's saying, and that's not what I'm saying. But remember, he's saying Christian woman. So these are persons that are supposed to know better.
Yeah, all right. So the Christian woman is or because of how them dress.
Well, that's his language,
They're no language we talk about. Them use the wrong language.
Well, I did say him could use a milder or a softer language to express what he's saying.
Yeah, because him is an arrogant preacher. Him arrogant. I've listened to him many times. Him arrogant. That is all of them niggas will come from America, come down here, so. And some of them will up there, so Jakes, and the one we want to buy plane for how much millions of dollars there, is arrogance. Them see them have some divine power where we niggas don't have to have them come now for come save we. Make them go.
Well, I can't fight any opinion.
No, I'm not saying you for fight me up. I don't want you to fight my opinion. I'm just tell you. Say these people is God sent. And you can't question them authority because them have the Bible at them disposal, just like the Jew, just like the Islamic people, them have the Quran at them disposal, where them chop off your neck at any time. It's just that because them reach another level and now them not chop off your neck yet.
No, that's but we know what is normal, what is acceptable, and what's rigid, huh?
Them people, they abnormal. Jennings and him friend them is abnormal.
Well, I don't really see it that way. But
the argument is this, that this youth, this one named Vegas, Vegas should have never decide for going to one place where it's so imbalanced, because everybody in there agree with the Jennings brother. Every one of them. The whole of them are church. I'm church. You can't. Jennings couldn't go come in a dance hall now for come talk where him want to against dance hall. That don't make no sense.
Yes, but let me ask you a question though, Muta. What is your opinion on Christian women, or even women and old, that dress provocatively?
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with all this nakedness, but them is not whore.
Okay.
I don't agree with some woman that go and dance with them panty and them brassiere. And them have on this thing over it and I dance them, I go and see them and I say, but wait, it's not easy. But me no say, you have some woman who dressed away there, you can't bring no fool argument to them. Them tell you, so boy, me have my man in my yard.
Yes. But
so me could have never come say, because a woman dressed that way there, she's a whore and she's a prostitute. Because I know what the meaning of prostitute and what the meaning of whore is.
Yes. And like I said earlier, I'm not in agreement with that word.
Yeah, but you started to tell me about Samuel and Lamentation. You spoke to me about Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua.
But it's well within my right if I call in a...
I know, but it is in my right to really wonder how you can put that with that.
No, but if I enlist all of these top scriptures, support my argument, I have that right.
And of course, and you're going to support the argument by saying Jezebel is a prostitute?
Well, she was all kind of things.
No, but actually it's a prostitute. Jezebel was a prostitute?
Well, she wasn't a saint.
No, I never said she's not saint. I asked if she was a prostitute. If I tell you say he's a footballer, it means he wasn't a cricketer. I mean, it's either he's a cricketer or not a cricketer.
I don't recall that she was a prostitute of such.
Yes, so if she wasn't a prostitute of such, why are you drawing a similarity between Jezebel and this prostitute argument?
I was focusing on the dressing of her.
Jezebel dress. Jezebel dress.
The representation of how the Bible described her.
Tell me how the Bible described Jezebel dressing.
The painting of the face.
The what?
The painting of the face, meaning makeup.
Everybody use it in Isaiah 3. You ever read Isaiah 3? Woe unto the daughters of Zion, who walk with trinket upon them foot and this, that, upon them neck and make altar that, all of these things. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, say, we will eat our own food and wear our clothes, but let us be called by your name. All of these arguments. What name? David, God, the man of God own art, strip himself in front of the woman them and dance in front of them naked. You never read that in the Bible?
No.
Yes. Delilah was not a Jew. She was a Philistine or whatever them call them. And this man who is a big, strong dreadlocks man make the woman junk him and trim off him locks. What is it that is the argument now if you say this woman is a Delilah? I mean, you're calling a woman Delilah based up off a neck 4,000-year-old woman. And now like her unto that woman over there, so. And Jezebel now is like unto, and then Eve is who now? Who is Eve now?
Well, but you said it. You're looking at the like or the character traits that the person may adopt and the behavior. That's all.
Yeah, no, but him never say the behavior, you know. Him say them look. Yes, it's where them just look here. You see, if I want to say, well, all right, you know, say Vegas have a tune about war. You hear that tune there?
I don't really listen.
I know you don't listen to it, but you see now, that is why the thing get lopsided. Because you don't really listen to that. Because me listen to Jennings. All the while me listen to him. Me listen to all of them as a matter of fact. Now when I say, Vegas have a tune about war, I should have played it, you know. But tomorrow argument is, you know, Vegas have a tune about war, you know. And him tell you who is a war. Him not tell you how them look, you know. Him tell you who them is.
Okay.
That means that if they open out their leg and do all that of thing, them is a war.
Maybe I need to go and listen to it.
No. When I try to show you, say, it's a different thing if you say somebody do this and somebody look like this. Because you can tell who is a whore. A whore is a woman where, according to what Vegas say on the song, open out, like, stretch out and pay, get money feet and them something like that is a whore. But you can't tell me, say.
Based on how I look.
How I look, I am a whore. Woman is, and you know what him say too? Him say the man them.
Yes, I know.
If them wives sit down beside them and dress that way there, them is whore, and the man them stand up there and listen to that and I say amen.
I know.
Eh?
I understand. You know,
I mean, what kind of argument that?
It's a lot to swallow.
If me did ever dip on the radio and say them things that you like young people that call me and say, but take up the boy, they don't think what's the boy off on the radio.
Yes. And like I said, I'm not in agreement.
Anyway,
right?
Mama.
I want to talk about one more thing.
Pray for me.
Hello?
Talk, man. Talk. Me just tell you to pray for me.
Okay, well, you pray for me and I pray.
No, I don't pray. No, I don't pray. No, I don't pray at all.
All right, I need to talk about God.
You can talk about what?
God.
Oh, you need to talk about... Oh, all right, go on.
Who is God? All right. In my opinion, right? God is a spirit.
Okay, and he that worship him must worship in spirit and in truth.
Yeah. Truth. And the book of Genesis and John tells you that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word...
No, not Genesis tell you that. It's John tell you that.
Yeah, John.
Not the Genesis, yes.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word
was with God.
And the Word was God.
And the Word take unto itself flesh and dwell amongst man.
Genesis tells us everything that was created by God himself.
Okay. That is what John say.
Right.
Yes.
So, when you look on the Godhead, as some people say, the Trinity, them say the Father, them say the Son. Father, which is God, the Son, Jesus, I say Yeshua, I have the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's one God, you know.
So where the married, where the woman there night?
No.
No, what?
No, man, I'm coming to that. Hold on.
No, but you don't say God the Father, and God the Son, which is Jesus.
Which one, but it's same God, because...
Yeah, so what happened to the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is who?
The Holy Spirit is God himself, which is incarnation.
And Jesus Christ is who?
And Jesus God
in the flesh.
God himself. A lot of persons.
So no woman knowing that?
No, but you and I know that Muta, that the Bible was written in a specific time and woman was not seen of.
Yeah, but you come and regurgitate the same foolishness.
So who is God to you?
No, wait. You is regurgitating the same argument that according to you was 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. Why have you, after you come now in this modern time, and you understand things different from those people who lived 4,000 years ago, you're still a whole lamp for them thinking?
About God?
No, about, when we just talk about God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And you said the three of them is 3 in 1.
Well, there's no 3 in 1, it's one person.
All right, so why you mentioned 3 different thinking?
It's not 3 different, but remember, all right, let me answer this question. It can't be 3 persons, 1 person. God is before, always been, and will ever be.
And God is the Father, and God is the Son.
Yes, but we're talking about the incarnation of Him.
Yes, so God can't be the mother too.
Well, if you believe that.
No, not I believe it. I ask you. If you're talking about a family here,
Yes.
God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. So why you turn the woman into a ghost, a spirit?
Well, put it this way. According to the Bible.
No, according to the Roman Catholics. That is what them do. It's the Roman Catholic them give you that thinking.
The Roman Catholic believes in the Trinity. I don't believe in the Trinity.
No, but then why you mention God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit?
No.
That is the Trinity.
Get it? No, but I'm talking about the Godhead. No, the function of Godhead. Because according to the Bible, that you and I, well, not really you and I, but I read.
I read it too. I have read it from Genesis 1 to Revelation 22. I have read it.
And I believe that Jesus is a black man. Right?
Why you believe that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because a Jew. And from inception, Jews are black people.
Okay. So Jews are a race and not a nation.
The Jews is a race.
The Jews is a nation.
And it's also a nation. The Egyptians were black. They called them they call them again? Oh my God, I forgot. No,
it's all right. But you say, all right. I forgive you if you don't remember that. But tell me what else about the God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
So I just want to know if you believe that Jesus.
I don't believe in Jesus, and I don't believe in the Christian God.
Oh, you don't?
No. I don't believe in Christian God, and I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in the Holy Spirit. That is, I don't believe in that.
Can I ask you what you believe in?
I believe in life.
Oh.
And the preservation of life, and how we must look at each other as we self. That means that when I see you, this thing what you call God is the manifestation. You is the manifestation of that called God. When I look at the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, is a manifestation of the thing where you call God.
Right.
So I have to now look and respect all life forms. All life forms. That means I wouldn't kill something because I am hungry to eat it.
Okay.
Because it's one life, different manifestation of that form. And your same Bible say, how can you say you love God?
And have no love?
That you cannot say.
No, you can't say.
They say you can't love who you can say. Because really and truly, if you love who you can see, maybe it's really God you love. Because all the way, according to what your Bible say, is the manifestation. That's why I'm saying, let us make man in our own image and likeness. So we must respect life. We can't go say we love God and then I turn around and I kill the cow them every day. And I kill the this every day. And I kill ourselves every day. And I go and like say, yeah, but we love God.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. But may I ask you this though?
Yes.
You said that God is in everything that we do.
Life. Yeah, God is life. Yes.
That's life. Well, that is true. He is.
Yeah. No, I don't say E, I never say E, I said God is life. You attempt about E.
I said E, right. You said God is life. But do you believe that we just exist like that?
So you mean exist like what? Like oh?
We're just coming to be, the whole cosmic, the world, the formation, everything.
Look here, Mama.
coming to be like that, there must be a higher force.
All right. I tell you, say there wasn't a higher force. I tell you, say, don't ask me what took place before human beings was on the earth. I don't know. And if you ask me to believe everything, I can believe anything I want to believe.
That is true.
But when I believe anything I want to believe, it get me in problem. Because I've got to now try substantiate my belief and justify my belief and not recognizing that it's just a belief. So what I find with Christians is that they believe all of these things and start to substantiate it with other belief and then feel say, why when them say it's facts. And it's true. Belief is not facts. Belief is just belief.
But you know, you can test the Bible though, you know. And you can test to see if there is a higher being.
No, I don't have to look at the Bible to know if it's a higher being. I am the higher being.
Just test it. Just look at the...
No, I don't have to test it, Mama. I say I am living as the higher being.
Okay, I can't fight it down on that.
Yeah, I not test. You know, I not look for things for test it, you know. Because I could get myself in a problem. I want to test something, I climb up my building for jump off and test it. I'm not testing it.
But I know that religion is something that is frightening. It's
scary, man. Scary.
Frightening because the history we don't know, and we have the Bible as a guide, as a...
The Bible is... What happened to the Quran?
Well, if you're a Muslim...
No, that's a guide too. Or the Bhagavad Gita. It's a guide.
Yes. And for those who are Jews, which I
the believe, Torah.
I believe that I am a Jew.
Yeah. So you read the Torah?
No.
Why not?
I don't have access right now.
No, but you have access to it, you know. Because the first 5 books of the Bible is the Torah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But there's certain words that it was written on what them call Hebrew language, Aramaic language, that you would never understand. Right. So the language that you speak now is the language that you get the book into, the Torah into. Really? But there's a lot of words in it that don't really define what the writer or what the authors was saying in their time and their culture. It don't really, it's like, you know, we talk Jamaican language and we say gwe.
Yes.
When we say gwe, you know, it's gwe. When you think say, why, it big. You know, Jamaican call the word double, big.
Yes.
So it's not the same thing as somebody say, oh, it's big. You know, it's just a different vibration it have. So when the guys, them who did write the Torah, write it, and now when them translate and come translate, it's a total different thing you will get, Mama. Total different thing. That's why them call it King James Version.
I know.
Yes.
You know what though, Muta, before I go, because I'm sure you have a lot of persons waiting. It's a religion we could stay here and discuss it for another 100 years. I
not discuss no religion with nobody for 100 years, you know.
I will never be on the same page because that's just all.
Yeah, because religion did it to confuse the people them.
But you know,
when a person in the 21st century can rely upon a book were written 5,000 years, 4,000 years ago by some people were never in a situation them in a real serious confusion.
Yes, but even when you look at Revelation is end time prophecy.
Revelation happened already.
Yes, but we see it happening again.
Then it going happen again and again. That means it's not because it's written in there, so it happen.
So what I'm saying is that my argument is that point is that you can use the Bible as a guide.
You can use the Bible for anything you want to use it for, Mama. They have been using it to justify slavery for hundreds of years.
When the Bible said that children will be having children in our generation, we see that happening.
But how much year do you think Mary was? Mary was 15 years old.
I mean, excellent earthquake, we see that happening again.
That was happening from the beginning of time.
The Bible says so, shall it be in the end?
No, but it was happening. You think it's just that the earthquake started happening on earth?
No.
The earthquake happened before the Bible, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Flood happened before the Bible, right? So why is it now that I ever read a book and I say, well, it's the end time because the earthquake will come. Earthquake did that, volcano did that erupt hundreds and thousands of years before man come on the earth.
Yes.
So that is not no new phenomenon to come and look and say, see, that things are going to bump. You know, long people are talking about the world are going to end.
Yes, Do you believe in the three-letter word sin? That thing really exists?
I don't know. You have to define what it is to me and then I tell you if it exists, you know. You have to define it what it is. Like how your people tell me about good and bad, devil and God, you know. It comes like it's just that same thing with a different side of the coin to me. It's like
in the Bible it says sin is a transgression of God's law.
Sin is a transgression of God's law.
So you go against it.
Okay. So why is it that when you go to court, the law of the land override the God thing where you talk about? When you go to the court, you can't go tell a man, for instance, Abraham was going to kill his son because God want proof of love.
Yeah, you believe that happened?
That is foolishness. God is the, all right, think on it seriously. God is benevolent, kind. Why is it that this all-powerful being want the mere mortal to prove them love to him? Why want that to happen? Him is so arrogant and so narcissistic that he want you to go over, go take your son, for go kill him, for prove say you love him. That make any sense to you, Mama? I mean, seriously.
You know, I have thought about it. I could say something, but you know what? I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, so what I was saying now is this, that if a man go to try to kill his son, you know what the law going to say? That is attempted murder.
Yes.
Him can't go to the court and say, look here, it's God tell me that for do it.
No, but you know,
so the law of the land override the sin where you are talking about in God.
Yes, but God is not the author of confusion.
So what is confusion about attempted murder?
And God does not mix light with darkness. So
I don't understand how that come up with the Abraham story. And
because you said you're going to go and tell the court so that God says.
Yes, but you said sin is
God's law on the biblical terms.
Yes. So if attempted murder in the court is what?
The attempted murder you're sinning against the law of the land.
All right, so may I ask you a question? If a man, you have children?
No, I don't.
You don't have no children. You have relatives though?
Yes, I do.
So if one of your relatives come one night and say, you want to say, I get a vision from God, say, I must burn down your house because it have disease in there.
No.
You can go to the police.
Well, first of all, I will say to that relative, you're off your rockers.
All right, that may I show you. That may I show you now.
No, you know why?
Why?
But that's why I said earlier that God doesn't mix light with darkness or right with wrong.
So when Abraham did go kill his son, that was what?
That was just a personal test for Abraham.
But then why you want to accept that as a justification for attempted murder?
But guess what? He didn't.
No, but attempted means attempt means you didn't, you know, but you can't go to jail for it.
So it's right. So I'm going to use that same.
So if I come to you and tell you, say, God tell me, say, you must have a child for me. Where you laugh?
I'll say.
And if you don't have the child for me, you shall be put to death.
No, that's not how God works.
Oh, you mean you can't? What's the difference between him and tell the man say must go kill his son?
Yeah, because he didn't carry out the act.
No, I'm saying it's an attempted murder. It means it never means it happened. It means it was going to happen.
It was just to prove.
But I am showing you, say, in this time where we live in now, if you attempt to do that, you would go to prison.
Yes, that is true.
Then you got attempted murder means you never carry out the act. You just attempt to do it and them catch you before you do it.
Yes, but
so God he was going to commit murder and God catch him before him do it.
But you know what, Muta? Hold on.
You know, so the advertisement them are coming.
You can't hold on your point, you know, like a string.
No, it's not point. It just think, man. It's critical thinking. It's thinking.
But you and I know, right? I know that this was just a matter to see where Abraham sees lies with the God that he served.
And then God are going to tell him must go do that.
And you and I know that, yes, the court is going to say you're an accomplice to so-and-so.
Yeah, but God not going to say that.
You're going to be charged for
attempted murder.
But I think it's different, though. I think.
What is different about it? Tell me.
Because it was a test. It was a test.
God a test you? God testing you?
Of course.
Why God want to test you and him know your heart and him know where you would do and where you won't do?
You know why? Because sometimes
him can't know.
No, sometimes in our glory or even our pious attitude, we say, oh, we'll never do this and we'll never do that.
No, but God's supposed to know that. If him is all present, omniscient, and him supposed to know, so you think that.
But it's for your own, it is for building you too as well.
No, wait there.
It's for building your faith.
You accept that God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, and all the omni where you can find. You accept that God is all of that?
Yes, sir, 100%.
All right, so if you accept that, why is it that this person know your heart, know exactly what you would do and what you don't do?
Why would he tempt you?
But him going to send you out to go tempt you if you do something now. If you say, oh, so you love, you think say, it's him tell the man must do it, you know?
Yes, to build you.
Build what? What him building?
Building your faith and your growth.
So want to him, no, because you what I'm telling you know what I'm telling you say?
Yeah, we are not.
All right, I can show you what the Christian them say. The Christian them say that is the forerunner of the death of Jesus Christ. The lamb represent Christ.
Yes.
So God put him son, kill him son, for prove to the world, say what? Him love the world. So God gave his only begotten son that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
You know, Muta, you're a man, you know the Bible in and out, man.
No, but I ask you a question.
You know
God have him son. Right? All right, God take a man, son, and say, kill your son. And as him go to kill him son, God said, no, don't do it. Me just not try to test you. All right. So now God have him own son now. And God say, you know, say, this is like the lamb where Abraham they go kill. So God now kill him son. For do what him trying to prove when him kill him son?
Well, you and I know the story that the blood represents the cleansing of a nation. And
so it cleanses, what you say anything cleanse? Look on the world today, is it cleanse?
When, well...
No, look, there's more murder now in the name of Jesus than anything else.
Because the time in which we're living...
You know, that means it never made no sense. It never made no sense.
I want to say that...
What him dead for? Him dead in vain. Jesus dead in vain.
Oh, but remember, no, you know why that happened?
Why?
You know that the laws...
Because he want to save the world from sin.
Exactly. Salvation is...
Then we see, you saying since Jesus dead till now, 2,000 years, you saying it's saving a go on?
But remember...
7 billion people in the world, it's only 1.2 or maybe 2 billion people say them are Jesus. Well, the other people, them is either Chinese, Buddhist, or Hindu. And then the biggest religion right now in the Western world is Islam. Islam, you have more people in Islam than Christianity right now. So what is the saving thing we are talking about?
But the saving thing comes from God himself.
You know the saving, you know what is the saving?
Because he said that it came that through him, you and I will have life and have it more abundant.
When?
When he comes the second time.
When?
I don't know.
Then let me show you. See, them have you in this thing. Let me show you. It's so them have you, you know. So he might come back, but you don't know when.
No, but we don't know that.
What is the abundance life that you're going to have? What is this life that you're going to have that different from this life? What you're going to have?
You see, Muta.
You're going to go dead. You're going to die. Just like your grandmother and your grandmother before, you are going to die.
But we all have to experience death because of the sin.
But then know what are going to happen now? We're going to rise again.
No, because in James tell you.
No, Mama, James never did. Which part James there? The man who write out which part him there? Him dead and him not come back.
We know, but the book of James tell you that the carnal mind know nothing of the spirit because it's carnal.
Yes. So who do have carnal mind? You know anybody who do have carnal mind?
We all.
So which is the carnal mind? So that means no, we don't know the spirit then.
No, but all on this, you know. No, but the Bible said that in daily devotion, prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
That's how you're drawn to the spirit. No.
Yes, and who in the world is like that? Jennings?
Well, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that I aspire to be like this because...
Aspire to be like who?
I aspire...
To be like who?
To be like God, to be like Jesus.
You're going to be like Jesus? Him never born have sex, you born have sex, so you're going to be like Jesus?
I say aspire, I know.
No, then if why you aspiring to somebody who you cannot be?
Well...
You have to have somebody there where you can say, this man did go through certain things and him overcome it.
You know why? Because there's no human being on earth that I relate more than God himself.
So you don't trust man?
No, I don't. You can't.
You only trust God?
The Bible tells you because he has never...
So how can you say you love God who you cannot see? Yet you cannot love who you can see.
No, I don't say that I don't love him. I say I can't trust.
Then love, then wait, what you mean? Trust and love is what? What is different? If you love somebody, you must trust them.
No, trust them so as far as you can see them.
Yeah, you know. You know, say, God, because I love you very much. You're very calm and collective. But I have to take the advertisement and I'm going to murder me if I don't take them. No.
I'll call you back tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, this is the coaching aid. I tell you, that lady was a very refreshing call. Especially this time of the night. And those of you who listen to the coaching edge know what I'm talking about. A very refreshing call for this time of the night, I must say. Okay. Ill. You listen to your radio, you know. You listen to your radio.
Yeah.
Bridget, you listen to the radio and you have the phone on your ears, man.
And a Bridget Muta,
sister, sorry, yeah.
I'm a groggy.
Eh?
I was sleeping and I just woke up and I'm groggy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I woke up to the reason of
the lady
with you.
Yeah.
It's been a while I haven't spoken to you. Blessed love, Muta.
All right.
Me want to talk about the Gino Jennings with Vegas situation too.
Yeah. We really want to talk about it tomorrow, you know. All right, go on.
You see, Muta, it's so long you get the lady.
No, I'm not give it, but I'll tell you something because we're supposed to have Jennings and Vegas on the program tomorrow, you know. So that's why I'm tell you.
Show you. All right, I'm saying this man is ignorant, arrogant. I'm agreeing with you. And he's very arrogant. This man come across to me still, you know, Muta, like a DJ, you know. More come like a DJ, my DJ for ram up a dance.
Yeah.
But him have a congregation.
Yeah.
And the way the people them don't read for themselves. Hey, Muta, critical thinking. Me I tell you, it's sad, you know. I'm going to take them something that hurt me heart. Me I tell them, wake up. And me I tell them, just have a giant. About how me a whole fight, you know. So I'm going to pay the phone bill.
She never did on the hour still. She never did the hour.
No, me say me a own. Me just estimate. Maybe
okay.
Alrighty. I mean, say, boy, this whole situation with the people, it just hurt me out to see what them do Gavi, or what them do everybody, just because them refuse to use them own brain and think.
Yeah.
These people want easy life. Them just sit down and them just absorb what everybody tell them.
Yeah.
And all of them see it. Say no make sense and it could not go so.
Yeah.
People them
still hold on it.
Hold on upon it to move.
Me I tell you.
I'm crying sometime, you know, man.
Me I tell you, man.
Cry because more and more wonder what them people at the earth, that's something else, age and maturity, you know. It is not maturity because these people behave immature, right? Him got an invitation to go at this place. I think he dealt with it decent. I think he went there because he wanted to show the man that what he had said, he just should admit that he went wrong based upon what he said. How he said was referring to look.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying the person is that he has proof. He was saying the look. And looks can be deceiving because you can have a tall dress and you're still a prostitute. Right?
Yeah, but him must say him no never say them look like what them say him say them a prostitute.
Yes. That's what I said Vegas was referring to what he said that was the difference between who is and who look.
Yeah, because Vegas have a tune that say who is a prostitute, you know.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Long time. Yeah, I have a tune that talk about who's a whore.
Yes, I didn't know that motive. It was you just highlight me on that.
Yeah.
Right? And me see them deal the man and said willing and come like I know them come like them never overs. What is willing syndrome? And how seriously it take with over, you know.
Yeah.
Because this lady keep telling you about God. Me not hard, you know, because all of us have go through a growth process.
Yes.
That is anything that is in control. Who is God? This word, God, it does have the people in a frenzy.
Confusion.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Gino Jennings is a God there, so
yeah.
Him said nobody can come in first, whatever church, come behave like them want, push on dog him throat.
Usher him out. Yeah, usher him out.
Right? Usher him out. And them still use the word God, and we don't read, and we don't know nothing but what the pastor tell we. Right? And we want to go to heaven and rest. And we hate who we see. And we go respect people who for name big and who are do something successful.
That's why the argument is, how can you say you love God?
And you can't see,
but you can't love who you can't see.
Sister will treat me so, you know.
Yeah.
Me have a lock from my head in a motor.
Yeah.
And me have to say me have challenge in a life.
Yeah.
And my brother and sister them they are foreign. And them say, because of me choose life. That's why me a suffer and me a this and me a that, you know.
Yeah.
Go in the motor, my sister them say, come on, get to the point. I don't have the time to you going to church. What's your story now? Right? After she needed me in a motor, and me I tell her she have a business place and she lose the business place and for run to her visa go foreign. And she there foreign now and come like she lost in a foreign because the PS left her, me never know she could have become perfect. She was so perfect. I think Mary Maca would have make she more better. But come like I hide my sister hide because it's not pretty for her up there. Right? And we are getting much she who teach you, who teach you. Me just make she know say I'm me teach. You know, you cannot teach yourself, who are teaching these things that me I talk for. First she talking about Jesus. And I said the man never named Jesus him the name show. And she come and say, yes, oh you know yes, show him the name for you. So I said, why we don't call him with him the name? Why we just taking up this whole thing? Everybody has shoot down what you want. He said, man, say, some people like them not get there. I mean, I don't know if they will ever get there, Muta.
No, everybody will get there, but you see, it's like when you hear a certain one talk, like even the sister a while ago, and she understand what me say, and you see, but there's something, as you say, there's something that even if the people them think it out and realize that what they must say is foolishness, them still hold on upon the foolishness.
Still hold on upon the foolishness. And Muta, you know, so this mess up relationship. People are saying by you, say you're going like you're perfect, and you're going, but it's not your fault where you get there before them. It's not your fault where you get there before them, you know. And you know this and you know that because you always nudge yourself by saying, you know if you do that, you know if you do that, I know if you say that. Muta, you know, so the artists them, when we expect to be more mature too. Them in a Lou, you know. Me name three of them to you. Women not nobody but them just show you. I have always wondered which woman that come to the plate on the radio and make these men know say it's more power to Delilah. What the hell did Delilah do? You was one from your young. You're a Nazarite, don't mix with a Philistine. Metaphorically, whoever it is, a metaphor.
And not only that. He makes you cut off him locks.
All right.
And junk him. And that's the part about 3 weeks ago, I talk about this junking.
I said, no, sir. That's the far right, the man, your head tough. And them have the nerves. Yeah, play Mavada, Delilah, and never Mavada. Me not call him name for the arm, me not diss him. Me like him as a human being, as my brother unconditionally. But him need to grow up too and look back on the song there and come forward with something like what Booty did do with Browning and realize that
grow tight, man. All you have to just know, say, them will grow tight. That's all you have to say.
Yes.
Because if you talk things on it, so you get vexed.
And the next one again, some mature artists and Muta, if your love is a crime, to be in love is a crime.
No, sir.
People in a relationship, Muta, it went bad. They love each other, or they thought they love each other, and one left her hurt you. And because the person hurt you, you're going to say, you never did in love. I don't know. Then if you're never in love, and Nadine do that song, you know, Nadine have a dopes, you know, she mature. But me see she get rotation for it. And me I say, me nah knock her hide now. But Muta, if you didn't love and somebody hurt you, y'all come now for say, I don't know, because you never in love. That means you never deserve no love, because you never in love with the person. The person
when something go wrong, you say no love.
It's great. It's great because you never in love, seriously. That means the person, if you never love me, I will never love you. If you never trust me, I will never trust you. You understand? So we need to realize these things. One of the artists, me and this woman again, I mean, not nobody, I'm just show you what am I going to do, you know. One I move. And from there with you call me one my wife and this and that and what. If you get involved with that woman, you're not better than her. First to come in. So the moment you lie with her, you're just like her. Right? And Muta, me tell us a whole party we could have discussed it tonight.
Yeah. But me glad say I listen still.
Yeah, man, it's sad, man. Some man will say, them a cap man and them a this, them want grow up, Muta.
Yeah.
Them need to grow up. And as I say, all of us not going to get there at the same time.
No, it's a ladder, man. It's a ladder, you know.
Yes.
It's a ladder we are climbing.
It's wrong. It's a wrong, man. And, you know.
Sometimes you have to go down back the ladder and come up back again.
Come back. Sometimes it's not even this dispensation too.
Yeah.
And I wonder.
Next time.
People are telling say,
man,
you don't know nothing. Who was there before you know? Who was there before you? You maybe was here a long time. When people ask me how old I am, I said I'm old as the earth. I am as old as the earth. Yeah, right? Yeah. Babylon can't check my age.
That's why she asked me about God and I tell her who's God to me. And
right? But even can't check my age, because age a cage.
Yeah.
You see what I say? Yeah. The more time we're conscious, we're conscious. We're not conscious, we're just not conscious. Yeah. I just study things.
Give thanks, Mama. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Blessed love, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a stage. But really and truly, it's really perplexing, you know. It's really perplexing because I have noticed that in my going round and round with people that you show them a reasoning, you know. And them see what you say, you know. But there's some psychological, some warped thinking going on in them consciousness where it's like, it's like, watch out now. We gone by the man can't go good evening. My grandmother used to say it, my mother used to say it, so me not change it. How can I one think that? Because me even little sister before, me can't look on her, you know. It's like me look on her every day, me don't know her, me look on her and I say, this is your next daughter again, where very understanding, very intelligent, but this little book, this word of God. And because them say the word of God, you know, you can't go around it. It's like it put a little, what they call sinfulness in you. You start feeling almost sinful if you go around it, if you start to think about it in a certain way. Abraham, I'm going to go back on it. Abraham take him son for go kill him son. This is a omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, benevolent God what we're supposed to know about. Him know everything, him know the heart of man. Him even put lying lips in a man, according to what them say. He make prophets tell lie. Not me say it, the Bible said. And you are telling me now, say, in order to prove your love for him, you are telling him must take him son, to go kill him son. And by the time you go kill him, draw back and say, oh, you really love me for true. But him didn't know that already. So what him do? And the Christian them turn it around and say, but look on where teach the man. Where teach the man, no teach the man nothing. Want to the mother in the story. Want to the mother in the story. You cannot imagine you take your son. The law of the land would charge you for attempted murder. That supersede the law of God. Because no man right now can come tell me, say, God tell him, say, to kill him son. For a greater cause. And yet still this God who have him son. And it's not him only son neither. Genesis 6 say the sons of God with a capital G-O-D. Genesis 6 said the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair and take unto themselves wives, and in that day giant became upon the earth. The sons of God. But if God have him son, but them say the only begotten son, and him say this son, according to the Christian, supposed to save the world, and him get him son murdered 2,000 years ago until now, and him still a cry down damnation, and man a cry down damnation upon themselves. I never have nothing to do with the killing of him son. It's him decides him son must die. Because it was predestined. Judas did nothing wrong. Judas was only living according to his character. It's a character thing, I show that years ago it did done prophesy that this man will kiss this man and sell him for 30 pieces of silver. Suppose Judas never do it. Was Judas following orders? We're talking about spiritual orders. Must, because I'm fulfill something, as it would say, as it was said in this. Every time something terrible happened, them say as it was said in Jeremiah, as it was said in Isaiah, and this and this and that. Judas come, and him life was predestined to sell out Jesus. It's predestined. That means him can't do nothing else. Him not have no right over him fate. Him can't decide him own fate. And me know that every man have to decide him own fate. Every man have to decide him own fate. And every man have a right to decide him own destiny. So if him come and predestined to do this thing, why is him a villain in that story? Him not a villain in that story. Him a make something happen where you hope would happen that this man will go get him only son killed for save you. And then when we look on the death of him, who it save? Because him still have to come now, come kill you again, kill a whole heap of people now, because you know, me send my only son for save the world, you know. And his son will turn the world. Well, here what I'm going to do now. I'm going to bring some more things now, and you're going to hear now, say, flood and dive. Them things that happened thousands of years ago. The Bible now have come now, come say, see it now, see it. So everything will happen now, people are going to say it's written in the Bible, that thousands of years people have said that. Flood leak down Mobile the other day, and the people them say, see, they got to punish the beating them because pure murder going down there. Earthquake shake 80, 300,000 people dead a year, say God I punish them because them work practice voodoo. Look what happened to Dominica the other day. I go to St. Martin's last week. Say, one hotel, I have to take a picture of the hotel. I say, a hotel long as St. Martin, I can't believe that hotel them used to stay in. For how much years I stay in the hotel when I go to St. Martin. The sea just come and wreck the hotel. The hotel is in crumbles. I mean, mash up, totally mash up. You can't even tell window from door and from house. So when I say now, you tell me, say, the God, omnipresent, omniscient, see all these people trying to live a life to take care of them family and them wife and them friend and them thing there. And then God just brings something and just destroy them whole life, that them have to start over again. For prove what? What is this thing proving? Well, the question is, and people have asked this question many times, can God make a stone that him cannot lift up? Can God make a stone that him cannot lift? Because if him can make a stone that him cannot lift up, him is not all powerful. If him cannot lift it up, him is not all powerful. If him cannot lift it up, and it just boggling that people accept certain things because him supposed to can make a stone that him cannot lift up. Because him supposed to can't do anything. But if him can't lift it up, that means him is not all powerful. So what is the argument? Can God make a stone that him cannot lift up? Can a Christian answer me these questions? Can God make a stone that him cannot lift up? Because if God make a stone that him cannot lift up, something wrong. And if him can't make a stone that him cannot lift up, him something wrong. So, a life we work with, the sun, the moon, the stars, the ether, and the water. And I see some Rasta man who never did read Bible when I go amongst in some bush. And them hold on upon that. And me now, in my age, I know, me hold on upon that. Because if human beings could have find the divinity if they're in them humanity, it automatically that is God your love. It's just simple. Me not see how you can go around that. If all of we as human beings was loving all of we as human beings, then why would I say you don't love man, uncle God you love? What kind of foolishness is that? You only love God, you don't love human beings. That is the problem. It's the problem that is why most of the war in that fight is religion, not fight the war. Because man not see man as man. That's how the Rastafarian say I and I. Man and man. Them say as men, more than one man, and them think they never say I and I. It's not you and me. It's not you and I, it's I and I. I and I is one. So if human beings that see the I, like what the Egyptian book said, to see the good in things, you have to see the God in things. To see the good in things, you have to see the God in things. If you're not seeing the God in things, you're going to look for God outside of the thing and then try to wipe out the thing. I don't know, so it's yourself you wipe out. Because all we are fight for is to find that inner sanctuary of divinity that we know we have it, but we need to push it out. So we are search all over the sky and all over the thing. They will right in front of it there. The next person or the next thing. That is why white people couldn't understand the African them, or the Native American them, or the Aborigines them. Because them see the African stand up in front of a tree and attack. And them say, it's mad, it's craziness, the man attack to an inanimate object. It's not an inanimate object to him, because it's the same tree we give him a boat. It's the same tree we build house for him. And him understand where he might do to the tree. So he have to repent in prayers and in rituals. And then him cut down the tree. Just like when the Native American them go eat the buffalo, or eat whatsoever they might eat. Just like how them look on the river and talk to the river. Because them say the river have life, and the river is the source of all of them agricultural things and quench them thirst and all these things. So them see the God in the river. Them see God in the trees. Them see God in the rain, in the fire. Because the fire cook them food. And then them say it's many gods. It's many gods, but it's one. Because it's the source of all that is life. Most Rasta is panties, but them don't know it. Because the word panties never come up in a Rasta yet. But me I say that. Pantheism is something where Rasta ascribed to for years. We never use the word, but if you want to go in and go Google what is pantheism, you will recognize what I talk about. That you see God in every living thing. Even when them say animism, out of Africa you have animism where all the stone is recognized. All the stone, all the leaf, the log on the ground, the dirt is recognized. But they can't understand that because something come to you with separate way. Separate way from life. Separate way from the energy, the source. You know, I ask them, say, we're all in this thing together, we have to work it out. We don't want to work it out because you're Christian and you're Islam. And Christianity and Islam is the two most strangest thing happen to humanity on earth. When you look on the struggle where them have between each other. And the two of them have the same source, Abraham. Christianity, same source, Abraham. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity stem from out of Abraham, the argument. And then now you have the evolution process will take place with the different denomination, but the whole of them is the same thing. It don't allow you to think. Because if you think, You're a sinner. An intelligent person, when me think say intelligent, I talk to you. An intelligent person I talk to you, and all of a sudden, you hear me say something that you say, but how the hell me think you did intelligent and you think that? And you tell me say a snake can talk to a woman, and you don't believe in a Brother Nancy. Why when me tell you about Brother Nancy, you don't believe that? And me not really believe in a Brother Nancy. Brother Nancy is a fairy it's not even a fairy tale, but it's a story with a meaning, like a parable with a meaning. And nobody believes that Brother Nancy is a talking spider. We use that because it is allegories. And most of the things in the Bible is allegories. It's not real, it's not real. It's stories to teach us something, some perspective. And we don't know why the man them did write it. Just like, oh, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Most children don't know, say Humpty Dumpty is a gun. Them don't know. When I did go to school and hear Humpty Dumpty, I think it was 2 eggs dump on a wall every time it fall. I will never know the man who write it. It's not egg him to that thing, but it's the gun on the wall in England. Where every time they fire, the doom it drop down. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. It's a gun. Humpty Dumpty is a gun. Tell anybody say you hear Muta say that. Humpty Dumpty is a gun. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't lift up the gun and put it back on the wall. It's allegories. It's not real. It's not an egg a drop off on the wall. The man know him did a write, but him write it in theme time, with theme experience, theme cultural experience. Just like these guys are writing the Bible, them write it, feel them culture, feel them experience. And then some guys now come to the throne and call it Christianity. And this is where the whole part mix up there, because everything what Christianity say, them refer back to this old time, long time story where some man write for a long time. And then because we get conscious now, we start talking about this black people, this and this, Jesus is black and this is black and all. Everything black. We just call it all, everything black. When you used to say it black and then you all the same thinking, the same mentality, it don't make no sense. A man talk about him go to church every Sunday and him beat him wife. Every Sunday him go to church, him lick him, pick them, and beat him, pick them. Him a suffer, see him like, I mean, watch a man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy that black people, after all of that, come round now, come and hold on on this book. The man them a hold on the book more than fool. Because them a tell you about another life. Want to this life. Then wait, the God never know him and do him put you here, so. What you supposed to do here, so? You're supposed to live life and live it abundantly. That's why them preacher like all them man they go come rob, you know. And the preacher them go and sit up on the pulpit and take all the money and take send them people go to university or foreign. And you know sit down here so in a room behind the zinc fence. And in some place where you can't pay the rent, can't pay this, you can't get things this and you can't, and you go to church every Sunday. Him go to church every Sunday and him a benefit off it. Him a benefit, him pick them now suffer, him family now suffer, none of them now suffer. And you are suffer in the name of Jesus, because the blood of Jesus shall wash and make you white as snow. Them never look like Matrix. Washing the blood of the lamb, and it shall make you as white as snow. Whiter than snow, whiter than snow. Lord, wash me and make me whiter than snow. Black people stand up and sing that over and over and over and over again and again. Year in, year out, them and sing it. And then close them eye and pray to this Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. We look like an hippie from in the 60s in California. And then turn around at them and say, Muta, you idiot. Vegas have to come, hey, you know, say Vegas owe me apology, you know. Vegas, anyway, you owe me apology. You know, when people tell me, say Vegas used to cuss against me, you know. Yes, say me an idiot, me a madman. And me a listen to Vegas now, me a say, it's like the exact thing that me used to talk about. Me hear Vegas with them now, me a say, but wait, how come to that knowledge so quick? Because here's a man now it's like, yes, it's a revelation. Because it's zealousness make him go into the church, you know. Because, I mean, really, 1,000 lion inside it, so. And you as a little lamb go in there, so no, I expect for you about the last 1,000 lion. Like you and Daniel. You think you and Daniel the lion then? Eh? First of all, you have to stop eat meat. Because that's why Daniel, the lion, they never smell no blood for Daniel. Because I'm a vegetarian, according to the Bible. See? Him going at this lion then. I hope them really get Jennings. Because I really want to talk to Jennings. I really want to talk to him, Rasta. No, them supposed to contact him for me to talk to him. No, tomorrow, man. I mean, little more. Yeah. Because you know, I say no. I'm never going to question Vegas about this thing. Because Vegas, I never hear him. I am told that is a man who used to say me a madman. Yeah, man. Just like most people right now out there when listen to this program. Yeah. Me know some youth. At 20 years, I did this program. Yeah, what? 30 yard?
No, 44.
You're 40 yard? Yeah, you're serious? Yeah. You're a big man. You're a big man too. No, but watch out, Beatrix. Me there are 25 years old. That means say, without any apology, me know this. Say most of the youth them were born in the 90s who have African name. At this program, I give them the African name. Them parents, I listen to the program and take African name. All right. Because that was a main staple of the program. But here one now, a whole heap of them youth they know, Ghana University. Because them mother used to tell them, stop listen to this mad boy. You know, same I walk up and down barefoot. You cannot listen to him. Like me say, I never have an Italian shoes, you know, so I can't say nothing right. You see that? I never have an Clark's booty. So I couldn't have no sense. All right. The same youth them, Ghana University. And I listen to me still. Then them part of example in Ghana, foreign university. Me thank for them, you know why? Because the amount of money when me make off of them picnic now. Because them picnic send for me from the university. Most of the time when you hear me Ghana University, you know, at some student body, at some youth will say, anytime them there I saw, and then listen to me. Them the things say, me really mad for you. Until then go university over there so I hear them professor. And I read in the library the same thing them when me I talk about. Them seating at the university. So me I give them university class right and so, and them never did know it. And them mama and papa never did know it. That yeah, the brother called me from Florida and tell me say, his mother chose thing and itch it to them foot because I listen to my program. Yeah man, one night a brother called me and said, boy, I'm out and I tell you, know, things when me go through me, I listen to your program, you know. My mother chose one something after me and itch up in my foot, you know. So me I listen to this damn mad boy. You understand? I know him still there, him well off now and his mother gone past way and him still well off, so I'm still a listen. So Vegas now, me turn part, you know. Me hear say Vegas. You used to say me a mad man. I've been listening to Vegas and I've been saying, what we hear? This is not easy. Because when he was a Christian, him coming here, you know. Pankeshima program, you know. No man, entertainment buzz. In the day one night, and I spill off as a biblical this. And some of them listen to me and I say, Brian, not like that in the Bible, you know. He might misquote certain, but I don't say no because I say, you know, make him go on because he might build up him thinking. Turn Christian. Boom. All of a sudden, he mean not a Christian again. Nothing wrong with that, you know. But he need to apologize to me. He need to apologize to me. I put him on the program and say, you have to apologize to me. Because, yes. Because I see my van this now and him talk about Kemet and this Pharaoh and he must show them to the Bible and this and the Bible. You don't listen to him. He must talk some serious things, you know. But people don't take him serious, you know, because through him did dance hall and then him go back in the Christian and then him say, no boy, right, them have a feed for him pitting them. That's what I'm saying inside that, you know. So I'm not going to make true film Christian thing, I'm not feed film pitting them. And the dancehall things when feed film pitting them. And then him just switch now and say, oh, this is this Christian thing. I trick the people, you know, white people thing. And them going to Kemet thing. I don't know if I'm going to go Muslim a little more. Because you have to take them things still to some time too, you know. It's stages, you know, stages. You know, a whole lot of people left from one stage to that. You can't stagnant. Because why? The more information you get, it's the more you expose to certain thinking. You understand? You can't just stuck and say, boy, the Bible said, the Bible said, the Bible said. Want to what you say? You don't have enough talk? Yeah, the Bible said this and the Bible said that. Well, John said this, James said that, Paul said this. That's what you say. You must have a thought. It's part of creation, man.
Yep. Just like what you read any other.
Yeah, it's part of creation. So you said what you just put your intellect into suspension. Eh? Anyway. Give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to German. German outside, you know, German call me and say, Muta, a German outside, you know. No, the operator me I talk about.
Oh, Johnny.
Yes, I call her German. You know, I have a name for all of them, you know, because I can't remember the whole of their name, you know, so but give them name. So anytime she say German, I know her oh. See, like how Petite now, I don't think Petite there again, Petite gone.
Oh, she live German.
Because she's there Germany. Petite is because she's small, but she left her now, I have Fluffy Diva. Fluffy Diva look like she's not there again neither. It look like I'm going to look at a job, you know. I'm going to look at a job as a telephone operator. And I said, because I told you, I don't see certain. I said, wait, all that one they gone, I don't see that one there. You have mainstay there, so do you know. You have some evolved now, like Simone now is producer, marketing, Shamara is next to Cabo, and you know the way they and she produce cutting, stepping razor and that, but she still operator. She still operate. And they have FM. FM are like a supervisor for them long so. FM, she not the deal with we call her FM because we can't remember her name too. A VB engineer, yes. We call her FM. Anyway. Yes, she move fast. I tell you, she move fast. It's like ants. Anyway, give thanks. Well, I tell you, Vita, well, you give me a ginger juice, so I same thing when you say that happened to you, to me too, I drink it. Trust me, man. I want the next two of them. Tomorrow, I want the next one of the ginger juice there. Yes, Vita. Same thing what happened to me too. Just what's Matrix alarm, the rest Matrix fall down. Matrix fall down for the ground. No. Me want some more of that ginger juice there with the cane juice there. Trying to make the cane juice, you see the cane, you know the white, the starch right in the ginger. You know, sometimes when you throw ginger juice, you see it tick up along at the bottom. All on the side. The ginger itch up on all the side, you know what I'm saying? The starch part of the ginger itch up on all the side, you know what I'm saying? No, man, we want some more Rasta. If you drink that every day, I'm going to try to drink it every day still, you know, but we can't run out, you know. You see, if you drink that every day, I tell you, man, I'm supposed to all right for heaven. Heaven supposed to just accept me. Yeah, I tell you, man, I love it. I love it. Give thanks, Vita. Yeah, man, I love you. Trust me. All right. Eh? No, free up coming. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, imagine that now. Trust me. You know, I feel I'm Matrix style, you know. Matrix make me talk like kind of feel time, you know. Look like him now I come to the program, you know. I God,